No. He can't even be Shakur.
So
You.
What Shakur lied to you?
You lost. I seen the video.
You ain't seen my video.
Oh, I didn't.
Exactly.
I just seen the video.
Exactly.
What would happen?
Exactly.
Boxing, he's definitely talented. You know what I mean? And he's definitely got that it. And yeah, he's definitely respected in boxing. But Shakur is a different fighter. You know, Shakur is different. You know, people may call him boring. People may say he can't punch. But they say the same thing about Floyd. Because they defensive fighters.
Yeah.
He knows that. That's why he's like, he's boring. He's this, he's that. He's trying to diminish everything that Shakur have done, so it's not marketable. But he can't do that because Shakur is world champion.
Terence Crawford stirred debate after confronting Devin Haney and speaking candidly about Shakur Stevenson. Crawford cautioned that Stevenson's elite defensive skills and ring awareness make him a serious threat, warning that any fighter who underestimates him could pay a heavy price in future matchups.
Brother, you know what I'm saying, Shakur, that's the fight. Everybody want to see that. That's the 50-50, I think, you know what I'm saying? I've been saying 50-50. I told both of them that. That's a toss-up to me. No bias. Don't just say that because you're a man. Who you got winning that?
I got Shakur. People may call him boring. People may say he can't punch. But they say the same thing about Floyd. Because they defensive.
Crawford suggested that several fighters, including Haney, appear reluctant to step into the ring with Stevenson. He described Shakur as one of the most challenging opponents in boxing today, a fighter whose style presents complex problems for anyone across from him.
Your little brother this week, in Shakur Stevenson. I've interviewed both of you for years, and you really have kind of built a relationship that a lot of people know about. Some people maybe don't. How good is Shakur Stevenson in your opinion?
He's not good. He's great. And I think tomorrow the world will take notice of how great he is. There's a reason why certain fighters didn't want to take the chance to step in the ring with this fighter. He's great. A lot of people started saying, oh, he's a runner, he's this, he's that. Just to detour people from being excited to see him fight because he's not knocking people out and all that crazy stuff. But they would see why people really don't want to get in the ring with him come tomorrow.
I know you've shared the ring with him, sparring plenty of times. What makes Shakur Stevenson great? What makes him different? What makes him, I don't want to say an ilk of yourself, but in the same kind of era, the Bud Crawford era, he's got a Shakur Stevenson era.
Everything. The offense, the defense, the poise, the rhythm, the distance, the timing, the punch placement, the react time. Like, I can go on and on. You know, the toughness, the grit, the grind. Like, he's amazing. You know, and tomorrow he will show it.
How do you think it ends tomorrow night? Do you believe that Shakur Stevenson can stop Teofimo Lopez? Because people aren't really talking about that.
Listen, if T.O. get out of line, you know, he can get hurt. You know, but I see Shakur outboxing him to a decision. You know?
Bud openly recognizes Stevenson's extraordinary talent, applauding his strategic mindset, sharp technique, and high boxing IQ. He views Stevenson as a complete technician who blends smart tactics with flawless execution, earning respect as one of the sport's most formidable competitors.
I'm in there with Shakur, you know, it's just a chess match, you know, because Shakur is a thinking man as well. So it's definitely a chess match, and you know, that's something that, you know, I love, he loved, because now we got to be creative. We got to be, you know, we got to go in that bag and be like, man, I can't do this with him because it's not gonna work. So now I got to get more creative to get a little advantage over him, because we both competitive. Neither one of us want to let the other one get anything off. So, you know, that's probably what
Haney has confidently stated that he fully intends to face Stevenson, stressing that the fight is simply too important to ignore. He pointed to the enormous financial rewards and overwhelming fan demand, calling it a must-make showdown for the division.
Without saying Shakur, Teofimo, Tank, right? It just is what it is. Is that fight going to ever happen? Would it ever happen against you and Shakur?
100%, yeah. I think so. I think it.
You think Shakur will grow into whatever weight you're in?
I mean, we're all of us is close to the same size. You know, we're all growing together. We're all like, you know, getting bigger. Well, so, and it's only so many guys, like y'all said. It's only so many guys that we could make big money and people want to see the fights. Which even though I know that they making new guys, it's guys like Kermel, Abdullah, all these guys want to come up too. So eventually they gonna be there too. But yeah, no, I think that a fight with Shakur is very much possible. We tried to make it happen a while back, but you never know. I think that
During a recent podcast appearance, Stevenson and Crawford briefly touched on Haney's name while discussing respect, competition, and long-term career vision. Stevenson made it clear that he is prepared to fight anyone placed before him, including elite names like Haney.
Devin Haney?
Still, securing mega fights at this level is rarely simple. Negotiations often involve purse splits, broadcasting rights, promotional interests, and risk versus reward calculations from management teams. Stevenson has been transparent about pursuing opportunities that align with both his financial value and career trajectory, which could explain why the Haney bout has yet to be finalized. Many analysts believe delays stem from business positioning rather than fear, a common reality in high-stakes boxing negotiations.
Be real careful on what I say.
True. This is guy Jay on Twitter. He a big Haney fan. He be always clipping and changing stuff, Jay.
Yeah, they gonna make a narrative as if like I'm scared of. I think Devin's a tremendous fighter. Do I think Devin Haney can beat me? Hell no. Hell no.
Yeah.
For me personally, I'm on a different level than everybody.
Yeah.
And when it comes down to boxing, because Devin, he's a boxer. It's not like he's a stone cold killer who's just gonna go in there and try to knock me the fuck out.
Yeah.
He's gonna outbox me. I'm the greatest boxer.
Crawford's support for Stevenson runs deeper than casual praise. Over the years, he has consistently highlighted Stevenson's technical brilliance and ability to adapt mid-fight. When critics question Stevenson's defensive style, Crawford defends him by emphasizing a core boxing philosophy: hit without getting hit, a principle long associated with icons like Muhammad Ali.
I'm saying Shakur beat everybody. It don't matter who it is, Shakur beating them, so it don't matter. Shakur over everybody. That's how it's going to be. Man, that boy's special. That boy's special. Shakur's, you know what I mean, one of a kind, you know what I mean? He adapt to every fighter, and then once he adapt to you, it's
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has also publicly praised Stevenson's ring intelligence and polished technique. While acknowledging Gervonta Davis as the division's most explosive puncher, Mayweather has described Stevenson as the more refined and technically complete boxer. According to Mayweather, Davis brings knockout power, but Stevenson embodies precision, defensive mastery, and elite fundamentals, qualities that defined Mayweather's own legendary career. His admiration for Stevenson dates back to Stevenson's early prospect days, when he reportedly predicted a special future for him.
Between 130, 135, and 140, they stack, you know, around that area. So, I mean, as of right now,
skills that pay the bills.
Well, the two guys, well, the biggest puncher, I feel, at the 135 will probably be Gervonta Tank Davis. But the most skillful fighter at 135 will be hands down Shakur Stevenson.
And what is it about him? Because I know he have a lot of good attributes, but do you think he has enough power to sustain?
Well, it's really all about skills. Pernell Whitaker wasn't a huge puncher, but he was, I mean, very exciting, very tough, and he fought everybody. And Shakur...
Haney remains determined to cement his place among boxing's elite, understanding that true legacy is built by facing the toughest challenges available. Rather than protecting his record, he has repeatedly shown interest in high-risk, high-reward fights, especially against Stevenson. This potential showdown goes beyond belts. It represents pride, respect, and generational supremacy. For Haney, defeating an undefeated and technically gifted rival like Stevenson would silence critics and elevate his status permanently. With global attention and major financial stakes involved, the matchup stands as one of the most anticipated battles in modern boxing.
Possible. Would you be more inclined just to move up to 140?
Yeah, you know, if I can't get those fights next or it doesn't make sense for it to be next, I'll probably go to 140, test it out, see how I feel at the weight at 140, and then when the time is right, then, you know, I'll defend my belt at 135. We'll just see, though. I got to go back and talk with the team and see what makes the most sense. That's